Okay, students, wish you all a very good evening. So today we are starting the eighth competency. Last week we completed the seventh competency. I introduced the prime entry books to you, and we are moving to the eighth competency today. In this competency, we are introducing right uh, two prime entry books. The first two primary books are introduced, but it is a little bit lengthy lesson as we have to discuss two primary books, as you can see, cash book and the petty cash book. Harida, right. So today also I'm ready with a very beautiful and colorful presentation. Let me share it first, right? Okay, Buddha. Give me a minute. Right. Here's the presentation. Cash book and petty cash book. Okay. Right. Buddha. What is a cash book? What is a cash book? As the name suggests, this private entry book records all the transactions related with cash. I repeat, it records all the transactions related with cash. That includes cash receipts and cash payments. Okay, make it in cash receipts and cash payments. Dekam. Harida, right. Today, as you can see, this is the primary book which is used to record all the cash receipts and payments. So in the tutorial, you can highlight these two words, cash receipts and payments. Okay, highlight it. Highlight it. Right? Minute. Right. Next one. Haripita. Now, so where is it? Right. Making payments receipt ටිකක් තියෙනවා. මෙන්න මේ ටික ලියා ගන්න පුතා. These are the examples of cash receipts. What are they? What are those examples? Introduction of capital by the owner. Okay, introducing the capital. When the owner introduces capital, that increases cash. So it is recognized as a cash receipt. Second is right, obtaining a bank loan. Okay, even that is recognized as right a cash receipt. Cash sales, Puta, when the business has sold goods on cash, even that is recognized as a cash receipt. Sorry, cash receipt. What about this? Receipts from debtors. Puta, listen to me. This includes every single receipts of cash. So write these things. These are the examples of cash receipts. Puta, examples of receipts. Hurry up. Hurry up. And also write, පුතා මේක අපිට මම හිතනවා රෙකෝඩින් එක බලලා කරලා ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙයි, right? The payments. පුතේ. In the cash book, පුතා, it records both, right? It records both the receipts and the payments. මේකේ receipts payments දෙකම එනවා. හරිද? So the payments are purchase of non-current assets on cash, purchase of goods on cash, payment of expenses. These are the examples of payments. I repeat, in this prime interval, we record both the receipts and the payments of cash. Receipts and the payments of cash. Answers for activity number 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Okay, Buddha. Right. Let's move to the next slide now. I'm slide number 2. Today, what are the advantages of cash book? Make it in advantages. Are the advantages, right? I have listed down, right? Remember, right? When we think about the cash book as a prime entry book, it has number of advantages. First advantage, provide the information related with cash receipts and cash payments of a business. I think right? Ability to obtain information related with cash receipts and payments. Right? Information related with cash receipts and cash payments. Once we observe a cash book, we can easily decide, okay, these are the receipts of the period and these are the payments of the period. Okay. Second, can identify the cash balance at the end of the period. But normally, we obtain a balance of cash by through a physical stock, physical count. But we can have an idea, okay, what is the balance of cash that is available in the business? Just look at the cash book. It provides the information of the closing balance. Third, facilitates the smooth control of a cash of a business. This facilitates the smooth control of cash of a business. Right? Can reduce the frauds and mistakes regarding the cash of a business. සාමාන්‍ය business එක වැරදි වෙන්න පුළුවන් ලොකුම දේ තමයි cash. හරිද? මම මෙහෙම කියන්නම්කෝ. Right? වැඩිපුරම frauds වෙන්න පුළුවන්, හොරකම් වෙන්න පුළුවන් සල්ලි සම්බන්ධයෙන්. Therefore, when you operate a cash book organized way, you can easily locate, okay, the mistakes or the frauds related with cash. These are the advantages. Okay, good. Now we are moving to the next one. Take out your red pens, please. What are the source documents that we use in preparing the cash book? අපි cash book එක පාවිච්චි කරද්දී හදද්දී පාවිච්චි කරන source documents මොනවද? Right. පුතා, source documents. We mainly use two source documents, පුතා, to record the receipts of cash. With the red pen, write this down. We use the receipt or cash receipt. With the red pen. Cash receipt. To record the payment of cash, once again with the red pen, we use the payment voucher. It is the second source documents. Accordingly, then මේව හොඳට පාඩම් කරගන්න ඕන. මම ළඟදීම දවසක පුතා ඕගොල්ලන්ට පන්තියේ term test එකක් තියෙනවා. right? term test එකක් තියෙනවා. අපි කතා කරපු තැන වෙනකම් දාලා මොකද සාමාන්‍යයෙන් Normally, in the first term test, you will get only the first 3 competencies. But in this examination, we are covering everything that we have discussed up to the point. I'll inform you beforehand. So you have to study and sit for the exam. Right? Good. Receipt of cash and payment of cash is recorded in the payment voucher. Payment voucher. Right. Then let's consider what are the receipts. A receipt is what is a receipt? Cash receipt, source document. A receipt is a printed statement of the amount of cash received in a cash transaction. So if you can remember, once there is a cash transaction, that has to be proved. No? When you travel by bus, normally when you make the payment, you have to receive, right, a bus ticket. That is the rule. Or a bus ticket එකක් okay, that is to prove that you have made the payment. And I think you have this practice. When you go to write, let's say, write for an example, when you have if you have a shop, right, when you have received money, you have to issue a bill. That is a source document. That is the receipt. Okay, so it's a printed statement of the amount of cash received in a cash transaction. Normally, this receipt is issued by the collector of the money. Right? Make issue karane kawuda? Salli hamu wena ekena. Right? So I think all these things have been given in the tutorial. So a copy of this receipt is given to the customer, while another copy is it is usually issued by the party who has collected the money. The collector of money. Third point, a copy is given to the customer and another is kept by the business. I think you have heard of this. In every source document, there is a carbon copy. One is a carbon copy. Now everything is automated. Now they are printed, right? So once it is printed, it prints another copy. It is also carbon copy anyway, right? So highlight, a copy is given to the customer and another is kept by the business. I think everybody understands, right? But once again, while the lecture is going on, if you have any doubts, feel free to ask them. Next is, this is also known as, highlight these two words, cash receipt and cash memo. මේකත් ගොඩාක් වෙලට පාවිච්චි කරන වචනයක්. cash memo කියන එක. highlight කරගන්න. Okay, good. Now, this is the format of a receipt. The format can be changed, right? But these are the common information that is found. Normally, these Kumudu traders, right? The Kumudu traders tamai puta api kiyanne, right? This is recognized as the name of the collector. Metama collector name. Okay. And this is the serial number of the receipt. Receipt number receipt number. And the next is very important, date. Because when you record the receipts in the cash book, you have to follow these dates. Right? Dates. And here, you normally write the name of the customer, the person who has given money. Right? And in here, you record the amount collected. And if this particular amount is settled by a debtor, right, you mention the amount of the debt that he is responsible to pay. ඒක අවශ්‍ය නැහැ. And again, here we write the amount in figures. මෙතන ලියන්නේ වචනෙන් සාමාන්‍යයෙන්. 40,000 rupees. 40,000 rupees. And here we write, okay. අපි නිකන් බලමුකෝ මෙහෙම. අපි මෙතන ලියනවා පුතා මේ විදිහට 40,000 rupees. Okay. 40,000 rupees. Are we clear? And here, right, we put the signature of the right collector. සාමාන්‍ය මේක දාන්නේ ඒ වෙලේ ඉන්න cashier එකේ ඉන්න මිනිස්සයා. මෙතන අපි signature එක කියනවා. Right, signature. Okay. Now this is what you mean by a receipt, or this is a format of a receipt. Any questions පුතා? Any questions? අපි අහලා බලමු ප්‍රශ්න ටිකක් කට්ටියකින් කමරකට good evening කියන්න හම්බුනේත් නැහැනේ. Adesh, Amir, Oshani, Dinet, Dishans, Dulran, right? Duniti, Janidu, Netmi, Onita, Resen Fernando, Sanuka, Shenuk, Vibu. Mame keepable theorem. This is what you mean by a receipt. Right. Onita? Onita තේරුණාද? Right. Okay, great. හරි. අපි එන යමු ඊළඟට. I'm going to clear the drawings. Right. Now we are moving to the next one. That is payment voucher. Puti, a payment voucher is a printed statement of amount of cash paid to a transaction. When you pay information found in cash receipt, right? අපිට ඒක ඔයගොල්ලෝ අරගෙන ලියා ගන්න බැරුණාද ඒක? Right? පුතේ cash receipt එක ඇතුලේ තියෙන දේවල් තමයි මේ තියෙන දැන් මේක හරියද? මම දැන් මොකද්ද මේක ඇතුලේ තියෙන දේවල් කියලා කිව්වේ? Name of the issuer. ලියා ගන්නකො ඒක. දැන් අර මම highlight කරපු එක තමයි මම කියන්නේ. හරිද? Name of the business. එහෙම ලියා ගන්න. Name of the business. Second, receipt number. Receipt number. Third, date of the transaction. Third one, date of the transaction. ඊළඟට දාන්න පුළුවන් පුතා. Name of the customer. Name of the customer. Last is amount received in cash. Amount received in cash. Oil information ticker is normally found in a cash receipt. Okay, good. Dishans, harida puta? Apanet lamai ticker? Right. Now let's move to the format is discussed. Payment voucher. ඔන්න බලන්න මම මේක explain කරන විදිය. හරිද? Payment voucher is a printed statement of the amount of cash paid in a cash transaction. Right? This is issued by the party who has paid the money. අහගන්නකෝ. Whenever a business has made a payment, it is supported with this particular document. It is called the payment voucher. Okay, great. Third one, a copy is given to the receiver of the payment and another is kept by the business. Normally, right, a copy is given to the receiver of the payment and another is kept by the business. Okay, good. And the next is, right, ඔන්න අපි ඊට පස්සේ යනවා ටියුට් එකට යන්න. අපි දැන් බලමු what are the information found in a payment voucher. මෙතන තියාගන්න පුතා. First one, name of the business. Name of the business. Second, voucher number. දෙවෙනි එක තමයි voucher number. Third, date of the payment. Okay. මෙතන ලියනවා. Name of the receiver. And the last is Puta, amount paid in cash. These are the common information that is found in a cash payment voucher. Here you have the format of a payment voucher. මේ බලන්න පුතා. මම presentation එකම පෙන්නන්න. Right? This is the format. පුතේ once again හොඳට අහගෙන ඉන්න හැමෝම මම අර කිව්වේ the name of the business. Right? This is the voucher number. We record this in the cash book, okay? Then we report the date of the payment. Then name of the other part to whom the payment has been made. Right? And the details of the payment is recorded in this side, and the amount paid is recorded in this side. Okay, and here we put the signature. And children, if you have made the payment, check number cash book. If you have made the payment through a check, that check number is also mentioned here. But for the cash book, this particular check number will not be available because we made the payment through cash in hand. බලන්න පුතා. පුතේ දැන් අහගන්නවා කවදාවත් receipt එකක් අඳින්න කියලා ඉන්නේ නැහැ. So you don't want to study this format. But you should know what are the common information found in a receipt and a payment voucher. Okay, great. ඔන්න තියෙනවා පුතා format එක. Now we are moving to the format of a cash book. Cash book එකේ format එක පුතා මට අද පොඩි අපහසුතාවයක් තියෙනවා ඒ තමයි ඔයාලට පේනවත් ඉතින් මට මෙතන මේ අද laptop එක charge කරන්න අමතක වුණා. දැන් මේට මේ current එක ගිහිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ. හරිද? පුතා if the right session is interrupted in the middle way, in the middle of the time, we will have I'm conducting the session once the power is received back. හරිද? එහෙනම් සමා වෙන්න ඕන. It is my fault because I couldn't charge the laptop today. හරි? තව විනාඩි 14ක් පුළුවන් කියලා තමයි පෙන්නන්නේ. හරි? බලමු කමක් නැහැ. පුළුවන් තරමක් කරගන්න. පුතේ, now let's move to the format of a cash book. පුතාට මතක නම් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට මතකද මම මෙහෙම දෙයක් කියලා දුන්නා. That the cash book has a dual role. කාටද මතකෝ? I told you that the cash book has a dual role. Anybody who can remember this? There is a dual role in a cash book. කාටද මතක? මොකක් ගිය සතියේ කියලා. What do you mean by the dual role of a cash book? Duniti mataka. Bishans? I think recent you didn't come last week's session, as I can remember. Sanuka? Shenuk? Anyone in the class? Vibhu? What is the dual role of a cash book? Nobody can remember. They padan karanna mona. Hari? I told you, the cash book is almost a prime entry book. Okay. Prime entry book. But when you prepare, very good. I'm so glad at least one student can remember that. But listen to me, cash book is recognized as a primary book. Also, this is the first role of a cash book, number one, right? And the second one is the cash book is also acting as a ledger account. It is acting as a ledger account. Now, this is the dual role of a cash book. පැහැදිලිද? ඒ කියන්නේ පුතා අපි cash book එකක් ඇඳට පස්සේ, right? After drawing the cash book, we do not prepare, right? We do not prepare a separate cash account in the ledger. We do not prepare a separate cash account in the ledger. Why? The cash book itself is right. පුතා වෙන message එකක් වෙනවා දැන්නෙත් නෑ ඔයගොල්ලන්ට battery is running low. හරි මම මේකේ නවත්තනවා පුතේ. නැත්තම් අපිට පොඩි අවුලක් වෙනවා. මම ඊටු ටික කරන්ට් එක ආවට පස්සේ ටක් ගාලා තව විනාඩි 10කින් 15කින් කරන්ට් එක එනවා. ඒතරම් පටන් ගන්නවා. Right? So listen to me now. Listen to me. පුතේ once you prepare a cash book, right? Once you prepare a cash book, හරිද? හොඳට අහගන්න. Right? Once you prepare a cash book, you do not want to prepare a separate cash account in the ledger. Why? The cash book is acting as a primary book as well as a ledger account. Remember that. Hari පුතා මම දැන් session එක తాවකාලිකව නවත්තනවා. But once the power is received, I am going to restart the meeting. I'll send you a message to the group. Okay? Thank you very much for the moment. Right? Once the power is back, we are starting the session. Okay? Leave the meeting for the moment. Thank you very much.